Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards, and it is prediction time. I
Mm.
predict that he is Commander Cockings.
And I know for a fact, because these things panned out, that you are Captain Foley. And we're going to look at episode 13, the promo of episode 13. And what's it called, Stuart?
Past his prologue.
Mm.
Which makes me think we're going to get a backstory on Lorca and how he got over to the
Yes.
Prime Universe, things like that.
That's interesting. And this is a hell of a promo. Just start by saying this is a hell of a promo.
It is, and I'm stoked to see it.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is you see Lorca. You know, he's obviously taken control back. He's got his people out of the agonizers. He's got a gun. And what's he say at this first line?
He says, "I'm living proof that fate is real. The strong, capable will always rise." This is his plan.
So there you go.
This is his plan the whole time, because Lorca is Mirror Lorca, and he got out of the agonizer booth, and presumably there was no security cameras or guards outside the door, so he's managed to wander around. And because he's one of the higher ups of the Empire, about a year ago, we suspect, he knows all about the ship, all of its weaknesses, strengths. Even if his command codes were changed, which it would have been, he can still walk around and press buttons to go through doors and such. And we know that he has supporters on the ship because they brought one and killed him. Yes. They consume in agonizer booths because the Emperor specifically said, "I'll keep you alive for as long as I need to as torture." So that's how they value torture, is we're going to keep you alive to hurt you. Which means how many people does he have that are still alive and being hurt? And how many prisoners might be sympathetic to his cause? If they've been tortured for the last 6 years, they might just willingly join him, is the vibe I get. So, I mean, that's a hell of a thing to go into.
Yeah, so like we got to assume that most of his fellow rebels are there, the ones that she's rounded up, Lorca's men, and any past crew members, whatever. And people that, like you said, that aren't even maybe part of his thing, once he saves them, might jump on board.
Although I said this in our review, I don't think, even with the knowledge he has of the ship, the Emperor, most people should be loyalish to the Emperor, especially since she's proven that she can beat Lorca if he's back. She's done a good job being destructive. Even if he gets a few dozen people on his side, I mean, she's going to have hundreds of people. It's a big, big, big ship, It's a warship, it's a palace. So I still think he's very, 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 very outnumbered. So he has to be very, very clever, is what I'm thinking. Like, he can't win by brute force.
He's had a lot of time to think about it, though.
True. Yeah, actually. Huh.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, the next shot we see is Commander Landry, who I never liked. And I gotta say, I just gotta point this out there. I'm sorry. I gotta put this out there.
Yeah.
When we saw her in the couple episodes she was an absolute heinous bitch. I hated everything about her. Her attitude sucked, and her attitude got her killed. The whole let's go in and take care of the tardigrade. So she has the mindset of someone from the Mirror Universe. She's very aggressive. So was that Landry a Mirror Universe Landry that crossed over with Lorca, and that's why she was his right hand man on the ship, and making sure they were. I could see them working together. And is this actually the primetime Commander Landry who crossed over, and we make an explanation as to what the hell is going on? Or is this Mirror Universe Landry? I don't know. I just hate Landry. So hopefully this is a nicer version of Landry, because I didn't like her before.
Which is amazing, because she had left such a non-impression at the start of the show, and she was killed off so cavalierly in a terrible, terrible scene that played no part and made no... it was dumb. And we kind
you would say it's dumb until you find out that she's actually from the Mirror Universe, and you look back on it and go, that makes sense why she was like that and why she wanted to do that.
Well, when you're more used to being cruel and bad, you're smarter about being cruel and bad. So no, she's just dumb.
Not if you haven't done it in a long time, because you're in this universe where everybody's big babies, and she's got to act all like, she's going to want to be all tough and rugged and get back to what she knows. So that's why she was always coming across as gruff.
I think that devalues Lorca, him finding a way over. And besides, her being Mirror means that he's because we know that, and she said later on in an interview, because she left the show so quickly, was that originally it was written that her and Lorca were together, relationship, sleeping together, somewhere in between. That was then written out of the script but the implication was still there, and so she still played that because they said, yeah, just play a little bit of it. So that's where she played it from, which means that we know that he was grooming, as Lorca was grooming Burnham because they were close in his universe, in multiple ways we take. But if he also was close to Landry, then, you know, universes that people are still somewhat relatable in their own way. You know, they're not totally opposite everything. So he might have taken the opportunity to sleep with and get close to Landry because he knows she was my right-hand woman in my universe. She could be too.
Captain's woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that Hoshi to the captain. And so he used that to know who. Because I mean, think about it. If you know your universe, if he knows Stamps, if he likes these people, he knows exactly who to recruit. That is probably going to be most loyal. Hence why he got her. So he got to have this relationship with her. She died, and now she's been, you know, maybe this one she is maybe his wife, loves her, loves him. Maybe he implied he gets lots of women, so just one of many. But that'd be nice to be like, Lorca, kiss, move on, let's kill that. You know, be.
I'm going on record right now saying the one that got killed was from the mirror universe, crossed over with him somehow in an accident, whatever. I don't care. But they were together, yeah. But it's the mirror universe one that got killed. I'm going on record now. I'm probably going to be wrong, but gotta say it.
But I gotta say, this is a nice reveal. It's weird because we all watch the trailers. Well, they're spoiling things in the trailers for us. But it's hard for watching the trailers. But also, the trailer is like 3 seconds after the show ends. So I'm gonna it's being shown.
For me, it ain't.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's being shown actively with the video, which means it wants you to watch it. You know what I mean? It's not like a movie trailer you've got to go out and find. It's being shown with the video itself. It's a next time on, not a trailer. Like, a next time on shouldn't spoil stuff. It should give you a little bit of indication. With previous shows, a trailer should, you know what I mean? But they've really done those little trailers. So I love this reveal. I bet she wasn't written in at the end, because I know they've changed a lot of the story stuff. But they thought, right, kill her off. Oh, bring her back. You know, or I don't know, or maybe she's one of the last holdovers from the changing plot. You know, we know we're going to kill Giorgio, we know we're going to kill her. Should bring them both back in the mirror universe to make it be important. But boy, they didn't set that up well, because we just don't care about her, do we? Well, you hate her. I mean,
I hated her. Yeah.
Oh, but can you imagine if that was Prime her? What will the more badass evil version of her be?
Yeah, that's why I don't think she's. I think that was the mirror universe version that died. But anyway,
but that was a good reveal. Good piece.
Moving along. We see a dark corridor, and we see Burnham skulking around with a weapon.
Yep, classic phaser rifle, one that shouldn't exist in this time period because it's too old. Old even for Shinjo time. Whatever. And she's wearing her armor. Now that's interesting. Why is she's been given the freedom to walk around. There aren't people around, so where is this? Is this right near the end of the episode when Giorgio's doing something and she's having to do a sneak attack around the side? Has she escaped? Is doing this on her own? I mean, why are people not chasing her? You know, why should she not go back up? We see the Discovery in later scene has come to the rescue, so I'm intrigued why this is. And again, I think you said before, this is such a poor looking palace ship art design.
Yeah.
Like it's just like small corridor, it's nothing, you know. It doesn't feel like what it should do. So I'm kind of like, what does it mean, Stuart? What does it mean? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
The next shot with Lorca and then the sun of this ship, the power source, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And we jump to Giorgio, who says he doesn't control this ship. I do. Which means Lorca's running around. She knows that him and his men, are on the ship doing their thing. And now she's got all of her guards on high alert.
Well, she wants control back. I mean, obviously, it's quite a big thing. Big ship, but surely her numbers should win. But you skipped over a couple of little things there.
Sorry.
A minute ago, in the transition between the sun and the next thing, a lot of gas gets released. Then we see a load of bodies on the floor. So that's why I said earlier about him being clever. My assumption is that he maybe just using if he doesn't care about lives, using reactor, vent, stuff that you normally vent because it's harmful, radiation, the gas, whatever, byproduct. He's put that throughout most of the ship. Obviously, it wouldn't be able to be accessed in the Emperor's area because that's super high security. But if he suddenly kills everyone from decks, D to Z, the numbers become way more manageable, because like I say, it's Die Hard times 1,000. You know, one guy and 5 people versus 500 armed people that are all going to be the best trained, best soldiers. I mean, you shouldn't be able to win that. It doesn't matter what he does. He's not even the hero, so he hasn't even got the hero factor. So I'm assuming this gas is something that he does very early on to take away most people. That's his plan, and then his resourcefulness and the people he has. That's when she's like, "Damn, now we're in trouble. We need to take it over. Need to win." The next shot we see Discovery at warp. Finally, I guess, zooming around a bit. We know they call the Discovery, so it should be coming to see. So we'll see where that goes, and then we see a culmination of all the crew together, all the bridge officers. It looks like
in engineering, yeah.
Well, no, Spore Room 1, not main engineering, although
yeah.
Probably is meant to be main engineering, but yeah.
And on the display there, you see the Charon, and they've got the sun targeted, like the power core. So they're talking about that. Stamets is there, so they're trying to figure out a way to get back or something.
Yep. And he says, "Discovery is no longer Lorca's; it's ours."
Yes.
Can you imagine? Because Lorca, I'm sure, handpicked many people. You know, quite a reveal. You know, don't trust him. He's bad. I mean, could you even really accept that necessarily? I don't know. Be interesting.
Yeah, I'd find it hard to believe as a crewmate, as a crewman, that the captain was actually Mirror Universe or an evil version. I'd be like, there's something going on here. Should I trust Saru? Should I? I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's not just that.
Be a little hesitant.
But if they felt they've known him for a year, maybe he's not as bad as you think. You know what I mean? Like, again, back to what is his motivation? Is he trying to take over the Empire? Is he trying to kill her because she's too evil? Is he doing it to save people? Like, what is the motivation of this Lorca character? He went through a lot of trouble to rebel, swap universes, and come back with technology and a plan. What's the end game? Hopefully it's not just control. You know? I hope it's more layered than that.
Yeah.
You know? That's my hope anyway.
The next shot's very interesting. This is obviously in the palace somewhere, but it looks like a lot of either headsets or laser gun sights.
I think they're the laser sights from the rifle, because they have. I think actually the lady that died using the previous episode, so it's like nice little.
Maybe they're
shadows.
Cylons.
Yeah, that'd be a good reveal. Well, spoilers, but yeah. And then we see Lorca doing some rifle action. I'm assuming that's going to be some sort of personal fight between Burnham and him. Although I kind of hope that they prolong this even further with another episode, because I don't want it to be concluded yet.
Yeah.
But I hope it's like a 50-minute episode. You know, not a really short one, because there's so much stuff they can do this episode.
I think it'll be a longer one, for sure.
I need to use long-form content better. And then next shot... So I was saying about, it's no longer Lorca's, and then Discovery is shooting at the Emperor's ship. Scaling looks a bit weird in this shot.
Yes.
Like,
I know we are very close to the Discovery, but that ship with the sun, as discussed with a few friends of mine just yesterday, should be super huge. I mean, even a small sun is still big. Well, the scaling with the shuttle bay and the stuff we've already looked at on our Charon episode just doesn't work for me. It's too small. But
unless, that far away. I mean, it'd be like 100 decks, I would guess. Or at least decks of height. Not necessarily actual decks, but that sun can be as big as you want it, sort of. It's fake technology. But and I don't think Discovery should be able to take on this flagship. I'm assuming people aren't in a tactical station.
Unless it's disabled from within somehow. Yeah. Maybe Lorca does disable the weapons and is working with Discovery again. Maybe there's another plot twist. I don't know. But if you look where the explosion is at the very top. It's right at the top of the palace tower.
Yeah.
So
could be killing the higher ups. Aim for the nerve center. Yeah. It's interesting because we've basically, the audience was able to guess the two big reveals from pretty early on. Because they was not ham-fisted, but they were not subtly written. They were sort of in your face a little bit. The Vok being Tyler and Lorca at least being different. First answer was Section 31, then Mirror makes perfect sense. What's next? They haven't really set anything else up. That's the subtle stuff. Maybe. I mean, where it can go anywhere from now. We've actually had all the reveals. We've had all the things. Where can it go from here? So I'm kind of excited. We've got 3 episodes left, or 2 episodes left. 3 episodes. Let's see some really good stuff. Let's see some. You've saved your budget, your space budget, by only having 35 space effects in the entire show. Let's have a really great set of stuff this last couple of episodes.
Yeah. Next shot is Burnham firing and sneaking around. Not firing, but... And then we get Stamets walking through the mycelium spores. And this looks... I think this might be on the Emperor's ship. On the Emperor's... in the lab that the Mirror Universe Stamets was working in.
What do you think?
We know that the ones on Discovery are dead.
Well, we know some are. We know the ones right next to the bay. There's probably my reserve stores. Because again, if Tilly was using them to heal him...
Yeah.
There had to be some literally until that minute. So I doubt they're all dead. But yeah, this looks like something... Yeah, it's probably safe to say that he beams aboard. Because they've got to go home. I mean, Stamets would tell Saru, dude, we've got no spores. Even if I want to jump us back, which I assume he could jump them back now because he's fine. I can't because there's no spores. We have to steal their spores, so it becomes a heist movie as well. A heist show. So yeah, I guess he beamed in.
And some people have speculated and told me that they think that the our universe Stamets ended up in the body of the Mirror Universe Stamets waking up on the Charon, and vice versa. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't really make sense with what he talked about with Tilly, but
yeah, I saw that theory and I was like, where did that come from? The way they act totally...
I think it was just the editing there, because the way that he woke up, because it was Hugh and him talking, and then woke up, and the next scene is Mirror Universe Stamets getting up from his bed.
That was clever editing. It was
It was bad editing, in my opinion, because it made people think that that was our Prime Stamets on that body.
I thought that was good editing for a clever scene. The way they were saying things doesn't remotely lend itself to that, I think.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't add anything to the show either, having the sort of bodies. Anyway. Stamets, we'll see how that goes. Then Burnham and Giorgio are talking. Burnham's got a rifle there. And Giorgio's not got a weapon. So is this... She gets the upper hand and she gives Giorgio the option, do you trust me or not? Or is she protecting Giorgio because... they both have this relationship in both universes.
Well, this is where she says we all make our own fate, our own destiny, each of us. And I think she might be trying to get the Captain Giorgio that she knows out of this one, out of the Empress, to be like, help me to get back. That's what I think. I mean, you can be a good person if you really want to be. Kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
I love the symbolism of the it looks like a sword on the table too, in between them.
Yeah, my guess is that she'll protect her at the last minute and get her somewhere safe, and that'll make Giorgio trust her even more. And they had this conversation of like, well, we need to trust each other. I just saved you. You can help me. This has to happen. Be the one and yeah. And then you have a sword. Oh, it's interesting. The next scene is when Lorca is somewhere, has... Giorgio's sword, sort of stabs it, takes it out. We see someone in the background, looks like Burnham to me, and then cut to the Emperor's chamber. He's saying, welcome home, Burnham. So when is this? Is he, besides like beaming exists, is he beamed in to say hi, beams out before he dies, or is this the conclusion?
This is probably the conclusion of the episode, isn't it? Because that line, welcome home, Berman, or welcome back.
Welcome back, Michael,
yeah, is a very odd choice of words for somebody that's from the Mirror Universe saying it to someone from the Prime Universe.
Yep. Unless the editing is such that they're using a reaction shot from the part of the episode, and his Burnham was somewhere else. Maybe he like Vok used plastic surgery on her, and she's been being tortured the entire time. That's really, really convoluted. It doesn't add anything at all to it. But don't know. That's he's smarter than that, and they've got their guns on him. So,
yeah, this is gonna end on another cliffhanger. I'm sure of it. But I just hope that there's a longer episode. I hope there's more to see, and I would really like some kind of twist too. Like, I don't know. It would be cool if Lorca is working with the Discovery again. I don't know. I like Lorca, guys. I'm sorry, whether he's a dick or not. I think he's a good actor and a good captain. I like him.
Good captain. Well, there is 15 episodes. There is 15 episodes. There is 3 more, and it's called what's past as prologue, which certainly implies we're going to see flashbacks. So I really hope we see Lorca. And because I mean, the build up of the last episode was we see past things. Show us really cool scenes. Show us how he meets these people and how he regains connections and how he met them both universes. That'd be great. Then episode 14 is called The War Without, The War Within.
That'd be more about Tyler, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Stamets is fighting as well. Mm-hmm. You know, who wins that? And the last one is
because there's no Tyler in this one at all. This
trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not anything to focus on really at this point. No. You know? And he's Vok really at this point, not necessarily Tyler. The last episode is called Will You Take My Hand? Which is interesting. It's like, will you take my hand to stay, to leave, to risk it, to go somewhere else?
To trust me, yeah.
Who takes whose hands where? Maybe Lorca actually wants to go back to the Prime Universe. Maybe he's just come in to kill Georgiou, take the Empire down a peg, and then get home because he prefers our universe. So
that'd be cool.
At the end of it, it's like, will you take my hand? Let's go home. I've got a crew here too, you know, and I'm bringing back Mira. I've forgotten her name because I don't care about a Mira person.
Landry.
Yeah. What's the name of BSG?
And Hugh. Mira Hugh. Let's find him.
Yeah, bring back Mira, like Harry Kim. You know, we have alternate Harry Kim for the rest of the season. You know, from the alternate timeline. So that'd be kind of interesting. And then how would you write season 2 where you've left it that we've still got a Mira Lorca in charge, but then obviously got the Admiral wants him out of charge. But if he just has himself away and says, "Oh, but I did what I need to do. I saved my crew." Maybe his whole thing was saving Landry, saving Burnham, saving everyone he can. Maybe it's all about his crew. Maybe he's the least of the bads, and I was just getting revenge on Georgiou because of, you know what I mean. Then, again, his motivation is gonna be so interesting to see, and I hope it's not 2D. I hope it's been better written than the first few episodes of them, but they're getting better. They've had more time to write it. I hope this will benefit from that as well. So I'm excited, and as I've said before, for the first time in Discovery, these last few have been, I want to see what happens next. They've all been, okay, next.
Yeah.
This are all good. These are all good. They're all interesting, and I'm excited. 3 more. You know, I guess this is released on the day it comes out, so I guess I'm excited to see it on Monday because I see it on the Monday morning. It's today, Stuart, for you. Hope you're excited.
I am. I'm super excited. I was at the end of the last one. Like I said, it ended 7 minutes early, and I was like, "Whoa!" But so I love that they. I don't love that they did that, but I love that it was. I'm chomping at the bit to see the next one, instead of well, you know, whatever. That's next week. No, it's like can't come quick enough. So they're doing a good job that way. So yeah. Awesome.
And like I said, they've answered the questions of the reveals. Like, we know all the big reveals that we all guessed, and now we can go somewhere we don't know it's going to go. So now I'm excited to learn where they're going. You know, because we knew Mira really early on. You know, we're just waiting for it. This is actually interesting. This is actually, you know, going somewhere cool. All cards on the table. You know, so how do they play them? End on that.
Excellent. All right, guys. What do you think? What are your predictions for the next episode? Let us know. Watch the trailer and then let us know what you think in the comments down below. And we look forward to hearing them. So, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification icon, go to Facebook, do those things, and you can help us out by doing things as well.
Patreon.com/Trekyards. Support us monthly.
Or the link down below.
Yeah. If you can't type very quickly, just click. Or a one-time donation at Trekyards.com to give a little bit. Every bit of financial support makes a huge difference because this is my full-time job. It's your part-time job. This is how I make, certainly, my living. So the more support you give, the more time we can give, the more we can keep going. And we have some really cool 2018 plans. But we can't do them if we can't pay the bills because we have to get real jobs, and even more time is just help us make more cool Trek, guys. $5 a month. It helps.
That's right. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley.
And I'm Connor Kongs.
Bye, guys.
Bye.